Hello students, here we are back again with our physics lecture in which we are studying mathematical methods. Okay, many of you have submitted your assignments that was given to you in the last videos. Okay, I have gone through those assignments. Very good. Now today we are again going to deal with one important and interesting law in vector operations, that is associative law of vector addition. In the last video we have proved the commutative law of vector addition using the triangle law of vectors. Today, using the same triangle law of vectors, let us prove the associative law of vector addition. Now I have already explained you what is the associative property of addition. So here we have to prove that addition of vector A and vector B together when added to the resultant of vector A and vector B, okay, added together when it is added to some other vector, say C, then this resultant vector is equal to, this addition of vectors is equal to vector A added to the resultant of vector B and vector C. So vector A plus vector B in the bracket plus vector C is equal to vector A plus vector B plus vector C taken together. That means the resultant of these two vectors B and C when added to vector A should give you the same addition as the resultant of vector A and vector B added to vector C. And this we are going to prove using what? Using triangle law of vector addition. Okay? Again, you are going to pen down everything, write down every point in this proof, understand it well, and as I have notified in the last video, as it is vector analysis, when we say it is a vector, you have to represent it by an arrowhead. Are you getting it, everyone? So let us go for this proof. Now students, what we are going to do is, let us represent these three vectors, vector A, vector B and vector C as, so let vector A, vector B and vector C be represented in magnitude and direction as vector OA, vector AB and vector BC respectively as follows. Okay, now let us see the representation of these vectors. We are going to take this as vector A, OA. Okay, let me take this as vector B. This is my vector A represented in magnitude and direction as vector OA. This is my vector B represented in magnitude and direction as vector AB. And this is my vector C represented in magnitude and direction as vector BC. If this A, B, C are confusing you with this vectors A, B, C, we will change it as vector OP, vector PQ and vector QR. No problem. So let me take this as vector OP, vector PQ and vector QR. Okay? Are you getting it, student? See the directions. This is the direction of vector A, this is the direction of vector B and this is the direction of vector C. Got it? Now, applying triangle law of vector addition. What am I going to do? I am going to apply triangle law of vector addition to triangle. Let me take the triangle O, P, Q. Are you getting this triangle, students? O, P, Q. Now when you go to the triangle of vector addition, if vector OP is directed in this direction and PQ in this direction, then their resultant will be directed from the starting point of the first vector to the end point of the second vector. So what will be their resultant? Their resultant will be this value. Right? Correct? So what is this equal to? This will be their resultant, and their resultant will be vector A plus vector B. Okay, so if I apply triangle law of vector addition to triangle OPQ, what do I get? Vector OP plus vector PQ is equal to vector OQ. Getting it? That is, what am I getting? See, vector A plus vector B is equal to what? A vector A plus vector B, the resultant. Yes or no? So this I am going to take as, let me put this in bracket, equation number 1. Okay. Now, what am I going to do? I have taken this triangle. Let me take the other triangle. What is the other triangle? The other triangle that I am going to take will be giving me which side? Let us see. Now apply. Triangle law of vector addition. To triangle. If I take into consideration triangle PQR. PQR. Then students, what do I get in this triangle? In this triangle I will get vector PQ plus vector QR. I am adding PQ with QR. What will be their resultant? Their resultant will be the vector starting from the origin of the first vector to the end point of the second vector. This is going to be that resultant vector, which will be equal to vector B plus vector C. So vector PQ plus vector QR will be equal to vector. Now how is this vector directed? From P to R. Correct? That is, what am I getting? What is vector PQ? Vector B. What is vector QR? It is vector C. And this I am getting as vector B plus vector C. Okay. This is the resultant. This also is the resultant. Okay. So I can write this as their resultant. This is equation number 1. This also is the resultant of addition of the two vectors. Vector R. This I can take as equation number 2. Getting it? Okay. Just take it down and we'll go for the next part. Let me take this as R1. Let me take this as R2. So this I have taken as R1 and this I have taken as R2 vector. Okay, now see your students. Let me consider triangle OPR. Are you getting that triangle? OPR. In triangle OPR, by triangle law, what do I get? See, vector OP plus vector PR. Am I right? Vector OP plus vector PR will be equal to vector OR. This vector plus this vector, if it is added, the resultant will be the vector starting from the origin of the first vector to end point of the second vector. So it will be vector OR. Correct? So what am I getting? Vector A. What is my vector OP? Vector A. What is my vector PR? My vector PR is in the bracket vector B plus vector C. Am I right? Okay. This is equal to what? Vector OR. Let me take this as equation number 3. Okay. Now as I have taken, so this is my vector OR in this direction. Getting it? Okay. So let us highlight it purposefully. Okay. Now, let us consider triangle OQR. Are you getting the triangle OQR? By triangle law. See, in this triangle, by triangle law, what can I say? Vector OQ plus vector QR. Vector OQ plus vector QR. What does it give me? Vector OQ. This is vector OQ. Okay. Plus vector QR. This is the other vector QR. This vector will be directed in this direction. Students, yeah. So if direction goes wrong, everything goes wrong. I told you. So I had given that wrong direction and I was confused. So vector OQ plus vector QR will also be equal to vector OR. Am I right? Vector OQ plus vector QR will be equal to vector OR. The resultant is the vector which starts from the origin of the first vector to the end point of the second vector. So what am I getting over here? What is vector OQ? It is vector A plus vector B. Already we have proved, right? Plus what is vector QR? Vector C. What is it equal to? Vector OR. Let me take this as equation number 4. So from equation number 3 and equation number 4, what do I get? Vector A plus in the bracket vector B plus vector C is equal to in the bracket vector A plus vector B plus vector C. What is this? The associative law is proved. Proof of this law will be asked in your examination. Okay, so firstly we applied triangle law to this triangle OPQ. So vector OP plus vector OPQ gave me vector OQ, right? Then I applied triangle law to vector PQR. Vector PQ plus vector QR gives me vector PR, right? Then we apply the triangle law to this vector, which is to which triangle? To the triangle OPR. So vector OP plus vector PR should be vector OR. Direction, put those arrows properly. Any wrong arrow will be giving you everything wrong. Okay, that is my equation number 3. Then I apply triangle law to OQR. OQR. Vector OQ plus vector QR should give me vector OR again. Equation number 4. Both these equations give me the values of vector OR. So if the right hand sides are equal, the left hand side should be equal. So I have got the associative law proved by triangle law of vector addition. Are you getting it, students? Understand it, it's very simple. Only as I am repeatedly telling you, it is vector notation and those arrows, directional aspect should be perfect. If you go wrong in putting the arrow, you cannot have a vector which is directed in this direction equal to a vector directed in this direction. No, even if they are equal in magnitude, they will be equated by a negative sign, because this is a negative vector of this or this is a negative vector of this. Keep this in mind. Are you getting it, students? Okay. Go through this associative law and then we are going to go for some applications of these laws that we have studied. Okay? Now let us go for the applications of the laws. So you are being given a problem to solve. What is the problem that you are going to do? Express vector AC in terms of vectors AB and vector CB. We have to express vector AC and vector AB in terms of vector AC. We have to express in terms of vectors AB and vector CB as shown in the figure. And what is the figure given to you? Figure is this way. This is your vector AB. This is, in this direction is your vector BC. This is vector AC and this is vector. This direction is this. So here is the arrow vector. Okay. Now I want, by triangle law, what can I say? Vector AC, see, vector AC plus vector CB is equal to vector AB. This is triangle law, correct? This. That gives me vector AC is equal to vector AB minus vector CB. Done.